right there, man.
Hey, yeah, that's one of the ones for sure, man.
One of one right there, man, for sure.
Man, we here, man. It's a TEP, man. You got your boy Jew here. Here, my best friend, good friend, Ed. How you doing, man?
Good, man. I'm good.
So we back at it with another week, and for the third episode straight.
I was about to say, we're on a hot streak right now, man.
For the third episode straight, we got us a special guest, a family friend, I would call him. You know what I'm saying? We got the boy Nick P in the building. What's up, Nick P?
What's up, man? How y'all doing? Appreciate y'all for having me.
I gotta give my boy some
give
claps.
some man some claps, man.
Yeah, give some boy some claps.
Appreciate y'all, man. Welcome in to y'all home, man. I really appreciate it, man.
Man, Nick P, man, he's an interesting brother for sure. And shoot, we're glad to have you here, man. Glad to see you in good health. Nah, it's all good, bro, man. It's good to see you, bro, man. Ed, what you think, man?
Like you said, made it. It's good to see him. So, you know, we trying to put this together.
How about I say this a long time in the making?
That's why I just kept this out.
It, man. It's finally here. You know what I'm saying?
It's a big interview, man.
It's a milestone.
It really is.
I think this is what they would call one of the milestones.
It really is.
Appreciate y'all. Give us some claps, man. Give us some claps, man. Appreciate it, dog. Appreciate it.
But you know, I'll pop it off like this, man. I don't know. I just go with my week, man. Like, this has been a good week for myself. I've been doing good. I've been on top of my job and everything like that. And one thing I noticed this week, I was working from home, doing my thing. It's getting close to that Christmas time, and I'm feeling a little overwhelmed because I got a lot of Christmas gifts to get, and I'm kind of wondering how it's all gonna come together. Yeah. But me and my family stumbled upon a good discovery today. So what usually happens is that I usually go to Orange for Christmas, but this Christmas they gonna come up here to Dallas for me.
What?
Dope,
Yeah. So they gonna come up here. We doing. I guess you could call that a destination Christmas.
I mean, yeah, for y'all, because that's not what y'all normally do.
Yeah. So they gonna come out here and kick it with me. So it really changed my whole perspective. I know last episode we was talking about how like our Christmas spirit hasn't really shown itself yet. But once that happened, I kind of got into a spirit because I'm hosting now. And it's crazy because like I'm old enough to have people come to my crib. I'm old enough to have people come through and have holidays with me. And I don't know, man. That was an uplifting moment in my week right there, man. So that's what it was, man. How about yourself, man? How was your week, brother?
Man, it's been cool, man. I think like everybody getting into that like holiday mode, kind of. We at work, but I seen like something. It was like, before you present a problem, is it a problem that needs to be solved now, or can it wait till after the new year? Okay, and I was like, that's kind of how it is at work right now. Where it's like, you know, people doing stuff, but it's like, and then like pretty much everybody gonna be out next week except me because I'm just in that thing. But that's crazy though, because it's really like that right now, and it's been really, you know, just kind of chill, doing like holiday stuff. Because like I say, pretty much everybody gonna be gone next week. So like this one we doing like the little group holiday lunches, and bosses gave us like a little gift or whatever, because next week it's like it's just me.
My office is kind of has the same vibe going through it. Like nobody's really doing anything to like, nobody wants to do anything too big. Like nobody nobody want to start a project right now. It's like if there's anything project. Right now, we just fixing things. Right now, we're fixing things that are already in place. Like, don't bring nothing new to the table right now. If it's something like that, wait till after New Year's, because to be honest, nobody's there, or people in and out.
Already in their mindset.
Yeah, I got employees that's like, I got one dude that's pretty much been out this whole week. They didn't pull my other 4 workers to another city. To help with that backlog that they got. So we kind of struggling, but we doing all right, man. So
what's been going on in your world, Nick P?
You know what I'm saying? This week I just been trying to get this transit all over with, man. Y'all know my situation going on right now, man. So
Yeah.
just been trying to
We do.
get the transit situation over, man.
What's going on with you,
man?
Nicky?
I got transitions for this move to the Middle East, man. Man, I'm out Bahrain, right next to the city of Dubai, man. So that's just been a stressful.
What's the name of the city you going to?
It's Manama, Bahrain.
Manama, Bahrain.
How far is it from Dubai?
Yeah, about an hour.
Oh man, I know you're gonna be a lot.
Oh, most definitely, man. I'm gonna try to make some staple that I'm trying to do for sure. But yeah, just my week just been really just chilling though, man. Yesterday was my last day at work. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know I'm in the Navy. The last couple of months I've been trying to get my paperwork situated and stuff like this. So you know what I'm saying? This week it's just been really just chill and just a sigh of relief though, just getting it all done. So
Nothing like that. You finally get it all taken care of.
Yeah, for sure.
You know that feeling, man.
What you think about, like, Nick? Like, I mean, because this is, you said it very, like, cool, but this is a very big move. Like, you're going across the world. Like, literally. Like,
I was stationed in Oklahoma for 4 years. That was a big move for me, too. So I think getting that out the way is making this move kind of sort of easier because I've done it before. You know, so I know what to expect. I know the situations and stuff that's going to come to me. So, but this is a more bigger move. I'm moving across the water overseas to 19 hours away. I just can't up and come get Cajuns if I want to.
I was just thinking that ain't no salt and pepper chicken there, my boy.
So that's going to be a culture shock for sure. But I'm ready, man. I feel like I'm built for anything that's on my way, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be a cool experience, man.
Yeah, I just want something new in my life. I'm young, why not? You feel me?
Yeah, I'm about to say this the time to do it, man.
Yeah,
like you don't got no ties or nothing
kids,
like
no
that.
obligations.
Yeah, I ain't got no family, no kids, so that's
because that'll be like what you tell your kids. Like, yeah, man, I was out there by Dubai about 3 years.
Social media ain't no telling what social media gonna be when they get here. So I just be like, your daddy been there.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly how your feet on the ground.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of things that you mentioned in there that are very interesting to me because, like, so us three guys, right? We are people, of course. For those that don't know, we're all from Orange. Nick P is from Orange as well, from our hometown. And those that might be listening that's not from there or familiar with that, pretty small knit.
Yeah.
It's a small city and even a smaller knit community for the black folk. That live in there, so it's a pretty tight knit place. So having to like break away from that and establish yourself in another city or community or place, like that takes a lot of courage. Although some people might not view it that way, but it takes a lot of courage to do that because it's getting familiar with the unfamiliar. And I guess what I would ask you, Nick and Ed, like when y'all moved from Orange, I know we've talked about this on past episodes, but like. Nick, like when you had to, like when you was leaving Orange, like, I ain't gonna be back here for a little minute. What tools or what qualities about yourself do you think appeared when you were gone from Orange and like had to be by yourself out there? So
like the move is like making sure I still stay myself. You know what I'm saying? So the stuff that kept me sane while I was in Orange, make sure that's the same stuff that keep me sane while wherever I go. You know, because there's no telling where the military gonna take me. I'm going overseas.
Oh yeah, totally different context. Totally different context.
So you know what I'm saying? Like you act like being familiar with the unfamiliar. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I cope with that, man. Like I just try to make myself at home anywhere I go.
Yeah. Was there anything that you struggled with, like initially?
Meeting new friends, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to meet friends that's like me, kind of, you know what I'm saying? So it was a struggle at first trying to get out there. I didn't know anybody. I didn't have a car at first, you know what I'm saying? So I was just trying to meet friends that are similar to me. Well, if we go out and stuff, you be familiar with the stuff that I'm wearing, or try to be like, if you was from Orange, but could I take you to Orange? You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, I do be able that.
You know what I'm saying? So
they do be
stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. That do be like a litmus test for me. I be thinking to myself, like I meet somebody new, like in college and when I was in Cali in New York, I'd be like, man, would I be here to Orange? And I'd be like,
or sometimes I'd be like, if he was from Orange, would I be friends with him? Or is it just because like on some like this is the closest I can get? So am I just kind of like just dealing?
I can't just mess with just know anybody. I'll be friends with just know anybody because once I become friends with you, I'm locked in with you for life.
Yeah, exactly.
People I met in Oklahoma like that, I'm gonna communicate with them for the rest of my life. I'll probably be in their wedding, they'll be in mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
stuff like that, man.
No. That's a real thing right there. I will say, like, when I first left Orange, and this is a totally different context because Nick went to the military, right?
Yeah.
So, and I went to college. There's a lot more obligation involved in the military than it is with college. You know what I'm saying?
You kind of can move around a little bit more freely too.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I mean, both things. Hopefully, you went on your own will, but like, I did. It got to be yourself that make you stay in both situations, though. Yeah. So there's some similarity and there's some differences. And I remember going to UNT that first day. Like, my mama and them dropped me off. You know, where I get moved to my dorm and stuff. But the real moments when they leave and you walk back to your dorm and you're like, you look around, you're like, shit, well,
on my own.
Yeah, it's just me. It's just me. Like, everybody know that. Everybody had that situation. And for me, I was like, okay, what's going to happen from now? And I would say this. I would give some props to being from Orange because I feel like I was equipped to, like, deal with anybody. Like, coming from Orange, because there's so many characters in our little town. Like, you kind of dealt with anybody, and like, it ain't like we had malls to go to and like Six Flags and Astroworld. Like, you had to talk to people in Orange.
Yeah, that's why I was explaining to people. I was like, in Orange, like, what make Orange is the people.
It's the people.
Yeah. I was like, and that's all like we got as a source of entertainment. It ain't like we can go to the bowling alley, like you said, the mall. It ain't no active, like, you know, like entertainment activities per se, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just you and your friends just making the most of it.
And when doing that, you get real good with, like, I think people from our hometown, Orange, well, most of us, you get real good at, like, intuition. You get very intuitive, like, seeing somebody, meet somebody, kind of reading them. Because you got to be that way in Orange. You know what I'm saying? You got to be like, okay, I'm dealing with Ed today, and then Nick P might walk in the door. That's a different way. I deal with Nick P different than I deal with maybe a Ed or a Miko or Buddha or Boo. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do you agree, Nick P, or do you disagree with?
Oh, I most definitely agree, because you got certain people for certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way I might go about my way of going out with you will be different if I go out with Ed. You know what I'm saying? So it's just everything you approach certain situations certain ways. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, I just think that's amazing, and for you to like I said, different context, for you to like leave Orange and go to the military, like, that's a whole different ball game right there, man. So I just want to salute you for that.
Appreciate it, man. I really do.
You going to the Middle East because you re-signed.
Yeah, I just actually re-enlisted last Friday for 3 more years.
I think that's some more claps.
Yeah.
Nick P,
I'm putting on a uniform for 3 more years, man.
Man, my boy Nick P might get the most claps in the episode, man. But no, that's actually honorable, man.
Appreciate it.
You know, I don't think we talk about, like, the military's presence in the black community enough.
We really don't,
because there's a lot of people, even from, like, in my family. I say there's a lot of, like, military armed forces people in my family. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about y'all, but I know.
I would say same. Hey, my dad was in the army. Yeah,
my dad was a Marine.
Random side note: you was in high school when my dad was teaching there.
Yeah.
Wow, man, huh?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Man.
Did you take his class?
Nah, I didn't. All my friends did, though. I took Mr. Paulino right next to him, though. So I used to say I'm going to the restroom, I go shoot to your pop's class, you know what I'm saying? So, I got the little bit of experience that I could, man.
I'm going to take that.
Man, you got to just take Mr. Ivory with a grain of salt, man.
Yeah, for real.
That's
a
lot of layers there, man.
Yeah, that is an interesting man for sure, bro.
Man, most definitely.
That man right there.
That's a lot of layers to him.
Yeah. You definitely gonna remember.
But I think like a lot of black men though, like, I mean, he might be more on the extreme side maybe, but like I feel like a lot of black men it'd be like a lot of layers to the typical black man. You know, it ain't just like, it ain't never like what you see, what you get. We was kind of talking about that before the podcast, where it's like you really can't judge a black man by, well, I guess anybody by their cover, but especially black men, because
actually read them as a person. I think that's for anybody, but like you said, black man.
Because I guess because like there's so many like expected ways, and this is not to shoot nobody else down, but there's so many codes of conduct that a black man has to take into consideration in like every situation he's in.
For real.
Like the black man at home is not the black man at work most of the time.
Yeah.
And the black man at work ain't the black man in the club. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know I'm not. You know, you feel me? So
I
like,
plead the fifth.
or like the black man, you know what I'm saying, in the park or hooping or whatever.
You gotta construct yourself in certain type of ways.
You gotta
certain places.
Exactly.
Because we was just talking about that. How it's like, you know, when you be around different people, you might have to move a little different, or you know.
And I think I ain't gonna say black men having worse, because I know, you know, women go through what they go through, but like I know as far as a black man, because you're always thinking. Well, for a long time, okay, I'll say this. For a while, I know I was subscribing to the thought, like, what are they thinking of me? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that can be kind of lost. That can get lost in the sauce, like, you know, because somebody can say, well, why you worried about what everybody think about you anyway? Well, it's like, well, I kind of got to think about that. Yeah. As a black man, I got to pay attention to how the people are receiving me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Did you deal with that, like, in the military or something like that, Nick? Like, was that something that you dealt with?
Because people be having preconceived notions, you know.
Yeah, because really, like, I try to be myself everywhere I go. Whether I'm in uniform or out of uniform, you know. But it's a saying, like, you got to turn it on, you got to turn it off. Yeah.
You
know what I'm saying? So when I get to work, I try to conduct myself in a professional manner. But to be honest, keeping it real, like, I'm myself at all times. Like, and still, like, on paper, like, I didn't want sailor the quarter, you know what I'm saying? I got NAMs, all this stuff. So on paper, I'm 4.0 sailor. But I said, I'm just a fact that if you is going to the military, you can still be yourself and still be successful, man. You know what I'm saying? So I try not to. I'm still myself regardless.
I think that's called integrity.
Because I'm not going. Because I'm speaking from military term right now. They say something like drink the Kool-Aid. Like that's just not me. So I'm not going to conform to something. I understand this is the organizations that I'm in, but I just can't. I can't. I was myself before I came here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just not going to conform to something. That's just me, man.
It's like a go with the flow type of thing.
Yeah, most definitely. Not saying that I don't conduct myself in a professional manner, but certain situations, like my way of thinking, like I'm not going to change my way of thinking just because you say this or that. That's just not the way that I operate.
I've been having a lot of questions I've been wanting to ask you.
Go ahead, man. Throw them at me, man. Throw them at me because I'm going to give you the most the answer that I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying? Not that the world wanted to hear. You know what I'm saying?
So let me just, because, you know, you're a little younger than us. And, you know, when I was in high school and you was...
Little fitted, man.
You was a little fitted. You know, you was a little fitted.
Man.
Then, you
know what I'm talking about.
He was Lil Fitted. That was his name, Lil Fitted. Then I remember I went off to school, you know. Yeah. It was a summer. I'm back home. You know, we be hooping at the churches. You know, it was just a random church. We was hooping, and I kept hearing Nick P when we was playing. I was like, who the hell is Nick P?
Yeah.
I was like, who is Nick? Because we was just hooping and like somebody kept saying Nick P and this dude was talking. I was like, who the hell is Nick P? Like, and you know, it's like orange. So you like pretty much know everybody, especially if you're in your age range.
Yeah.
And I had asked Meek, I was like, who is Nick P? He's like, bro, that's Lil Fitted. I said, excuse me?
Yeah, my homeboy Eric gave me that name in the 8th grade, man. My best friend Eric, he gave me that name, Nick P, in the 8th grade. The whole city just ran with it.
Nick P. I was going to say, it just turned it to...
That's a different man. Nick P is a different man.
Nick P. Because I was wondering how that came about. Because like I say, I just came home one summer and everybody knew you as Nick P.
Everybody that want to know where Nick P came from my best friend Eric, man. So I called him in the 8th grade. So
and it's just,
but it's actually a good name.
Ran with it. Yeah. It's my first name, my last name. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
That makes sense. I just like I say, it just came out of nowhere, man. And you know, the legend of Nick P was born, and then I started hearing about, you know, your infamous basketball games your senior year. And, you know, Nick P, man, he was a little ahead of his time. He was a shooter, man.
Character,
pure shooter.
I've been around y'all for a long time, though, man. That just showed how long that I've been around y'all, man. Some of y'all actually the most successful group of black men that I actually know. Man, like for real, man. I just want to applaud y'all, man. Y'all just still going, man. There's no limit to where y'all can take it, man. For real.
So Nick P. So like, let us and the listeners walk with you. Then, like, let's say, tell us how it was like becoming Lil Fitty Ice Cream, seeing me and they in YBs. Like, what was that like for you as a child? Like, you know what I mean?
Getting that name from y'all, it was kind of funny though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we started calling you that?
Yeah, y'all started calling me Fitty and Ice Cream. I got the name Ice Cream. I remember everything. I got the name Ice Cream at Claire House. They was staying in Claremont, right there by the corner.
And
I had
Norwood.
Norwood. And I had ice cream. So I had ice cream all over my mouth, and they just started calling me Ice Cream. And I was just a young kid, man.
Yeah.
I got the name Lil Fitty from a football game. I had a Fitty cap on.
But you used to keep them fitties on.
Bro, I'm about to say, bro, that was your aesthetic back then, bro.
So, man, Ed, give the people the backstory, man. So we was on the sidelines, right? Mm-hmm. And like,
how was you always on the sideline?
I make a way, man. Everybody know Mustang football, man. Everybody know Mustang football.
Yeah.
Because that was every game. That wasn't like a
it was. Y'all used to make Silver Stud just look so cool, man. I became one my senior. Y'all used to make that just look so.
We were just trying to get a ride to the game.
I'm not saying we did that to get a ride and to be around the girls, man.
Yeah,
it wasn't deeper than that.
To be honest, I was trying to get a ride to the game while simultaneously trying to get on varsity. It just wasn't working until it did. But Nick used to be there. You know, we was like Silver Studs or like.
I guess we got to explain what Silver Studs is.
It was like the cheerleader escort.
Yeah, cheerleader dance team escort.
And
which, when you say escort, what does that mean? It's like, I don't know. We just carried stuff.
And like the big moments of being a Silver Stud was setting up the tunnel.
Yeah, that's about it.
Bringing the cheerleaders to the other cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Trying to see which one was.
What's up with them?
Really trying to see what's up with them. You know, me and Ed Day, it blew up with Nick P, but you know, that's back when we were still on like Twitter and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
like social media is a whole different platform.
I'm low key I'm looking at the cheerleaders trying to see, okay, these the CSB cheerleaders that might be working with something. I'm gonna try to DM or they will slide in they mentions or whatever. So when Friday I can be like, hey man, this Jew, man, we was talking all week on Twitter.
Yeah, what's up?
You got it mapped out. I definitely didn't do any of that.
See, I didn't want to sound like a creep, but
I definitely didn't do any of that.
Nick P, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
I ain't trying to do too much, but I know what you're talking about.
I wouldn't creeped out like that, but like
you just be strategic.
Yeah, that was just strategic. And then,
but that was back then, like around 2011, where like social media was like just your area.
Yeah.
So you wasn't following just random people in
yeah.
Houston or Seattle or nothing. It was like you might go out to Beaumont, but that's about it as far as like the people that you following and stuff.
Exactly.
So how y'all think like social media platforms is now today?
Oh, man, it's
okay. Where do I
nasty
start?
work.
I think it's used for more bad than good, to be honest, man.
What you think? Because Lynn P, you got a very nice presence on Facebook.
Oh man,
I see Ed not on Facebook.
I don't know.
This brother right here on Facebook.
But he got some like infamous feuds on Twitter I was going to get through to. With your man's Tony Jefferson.
Oh, that long time ago, man. If you know Tony Jefferson, you know me and him. I was
don't give him the whole story.
I'm from the city, man. So I was like, Trey Frank's faster than you. But like Trey Frank's really should be in your position. Then he just lost it. You know what I'm saying?
So this is when he was still at OU.
Nah, he was actually playing for the Ravens
at
the time. So he was playing for the Ravens, and I had him. I was like, I think he got like killed that game or something like that. So I just went at him and was like, "Yo, Trey would have been way better than you was." You know, then we just start going back and forth 40 times and all this, and it wasn't just a one-time thing. When me and Tony Jefferson used to always go in, I'm pretty sure you still remember it. Somehow we can dig up the tweets and it'll ring a bell. You know,
because that's what I was laughing
that you remember that
because he got re-signed to the Ravens.
Yeah, a couple days ago.
Yeah, and I was like, oh man,
because he said I miss my family. Yeah, gotta get back with the family. So, damn, that's true.
Thanks, man.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Twitter used to be my thing. I used to talk to Spitter all the time on Twitter, man. But I didn't evolve to the Facebook now.
Man, my boy Nick P on that Facebook infamous, man.
I get a lot of feedback from that Facebook. It's crazy, man.
But yeah, we used to. So that what a Silver Stud was, right? So we'll come back to the our sideline, and after that, it's really just chilling. You just really just
same thing. Just
main
thing was just picking who you was gonna sit by on the bus.
Yeah, to be honest. And then I know Nick P used to be there. I don't know. Was you? I don't know if he was like an unofficial ball boy or.
Man, I used to just work my way to the sideline.
I
see y'all, and I know halftime y'all finna roll around the track. You know what I'm saying? So I said I gotta work my way over there before halftime.
Yeah,
man.
for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying?
So Nick P used to like be there. Cause sometimes he had footballs helping the ref. Other times,
it was consistent.
Well,
like
I
I
was a
knew.
Mustang fan since my cousin Dion, and I've been a Mustang.
yeah, for sure.
Because I just knew that's one thing you can guarantee on a Friday night. If it's a home game, you're gonna see.
Yeah, you're gonna see everybody.
You're gonna see Nick Peter. He gonna be on the sideline. I never used to think how he got on the sideline though.
I ain't had no sideline pass, nothing.
Nah.
And they kind of like be regulating that too in Orange, since Orange kind of football. It's a big deal,
thing.
so they don't just let you just walk on there because they normally got somebody regulating the gate, so you can't
who come in and out. Yeah. And Nick P used to be right there in the four quarters when the band would start playing all the I don't know, the hip hop music.
Yeah, that's when they finally
let loose.
Yeah, get the let loose in the fourth quarter.
And then we'd be
so when the freestyle circles used to form.
That's when the freestyle circle used to pop off.
Oh man, y'all freestyles on. Y'all like up there with SUC on the freestyle, man. I watched y'all podcast last week, man. Y'all was saying who the best YB freestyler, man. Buddha can go, man.
Hey, man.
Buddha, Miko can go. Buddha can go, man.
I was about to say, man.
Buddha can go, man.
Yeah, Buddha.
If Buddha could have been at SUC back in the day, man.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm about to say, I done heard Buddha say some things.
Buddha could have been on the great tape.
Miko said a lot of stuff.
I'm about to say they top two.
That's the crazy thing is, Miko said a lot of stuff too.
But with Miko, you gonna laugh a little bit more.
Yeah, like that.
But Buddha's just gonna be hard.
But Buddha gonna make your face change. Like,
what?
Like, where you coming at?
Yeah,
coming with that from, man.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
That boy Buddha got
balls.
Yeah,
for real.
yeah.
Like it ain't really just no play freestyle.
Yeah,
Buddha can freestyle.
And you know what's crazy? We not the only ones that think that. Everybody I talk to say that. They like, I'm like, really? They're like, bro, that boy Buddha be flowing. You know,
I've been around y'all for some time. Buddha can go, man. Buddha can go.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was universally known or not.
Yeah, shoot, Nick P telling you right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
But anyway, we used to be out there freestyling. Had a little kid there, my boy Nick P. Used to always have a little fitted hat. Then we just start. I mean, like he low key became an unofficial silver stud. Like you expect to see the game, you expect to see Nick P. You know what I'm saying?
He was a staple.
He was a staple, man.
Y'all been in my life for a long time, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Y'all boys are some successful back men, man, for real.
So I mean, as far as YBs go. How was that for you? Because, like, I could say this. In the moment and in those years, I mean, we always gonna be YBs. We always repping. But, like, in those high school years when we was, like, moving as a unit, like a real unit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know I never get to see or talk to somebody on the outside looking in.
Yeah, I don't think I ever did that either. Because
we
was just so in the moment.
Yeah, and we were such a close group of friends that we almost didn't need to talk to nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
Or if we was talking to people, we wasn't asking stuff like that. Like, how y'all see us?
Yeah.
Like, we was just, chopping it up with people.
A bond, man. Y'all just had like a bond that was just unbreakable, man. You know, and just to this day, like you graduated 2012 and it's 2021. Y'all still look who I'm with right now. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all just had a bond that was unbreakable. Y'all out pushing each other. Yeah. Every last one of y'all got degrees. Like who else from Orange group of friends just got every last one of their friends got degrees.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's an accomplishment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's greatness, right? I feel like more people in Orange should look at y'all and be like, yo, this group of friends, like y'all don't get talked about enough. Like for real, I really don't think y'all get talked about enough.
Yeah,
but that's all right though. That's all right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, man, that's all right.
Just do the work. People will notice at some point.
Yeah. We just do it for the love and like, but like. I don't want to talk too much because, y'all are here. And, like, when we was doing that and even when we made the group, it had always just been about, like, it ain't what, like, because we were accepted by other groups of people. I played football my whole life. Like, I had other friends. And Ed had his other friends and Coop and Miko and Buddha. But it was like, with us, it was like, man, we know that we're truly accepted amongst each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the perfect way to put it, right?
And I wanted to say that first because I didn't want to make it seem like it was some like nerd stuff we was getting picked on and bullied. Nah, it wasn't that. you know, we was too. I was on 6th Street too. I was on Main Street too. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You know, but we knew when we were with each other, like, yeah, these brothers get me.
Yeah.
And like I trust them and I honor them and you know I value their friendship.
Yeah.
So when
you can go to Ed with anything, you know what I'm saying?
for sure.
Positive, negative, he gonna give you the real feedback that you need.
Or it's like you can
for better or worse.
yeah. Or it's like, you know, like you can be your true self, you know, because some people might, you know, you say something that's a little wild, so people might look at you crazy, but you know, if you would us, it's just like regular, and it ain't.
They're not gonna view you different with
anything
that you come at them with. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
we
saying?
get it.
Everybody should have somebody like that in their life.
Yeah.
Man, for real.
And I always wondered, and that's why I'm glad you're here, Nick P, because it was always it's good to hear like somebody else that isn't us, because we see it all.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all talk every day.
Yeah, it's interesting, you know, like you said, to see like somebody perspective from the outside looking in. You know, like
and you know, it could be that can get very conceited sounding. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think
I just want to be praised.
So.
You don't think so?
Nah, not at all.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
Cause y'all give me something to look at. You know what I'm saying? Like when I look at y'all, I'm like, oh, maybe I can do the same thing. Maybe I can make it too in life. You know what I'm saying? I just want to maybe somewhere get to where y'all at. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really give me something to look forward to. For real.
But
I think it was at the class reunion last week. I said something. I was like, it was got to be light at the end of the tunnel, because how I'm gonna know where I'm going. Y'all,
you did say that.
Y'all the ones at the end of the tunnel. So how I got to look at something. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be a light. There got to be somebody there to let me know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I look at when I look at y'all.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, I'll say, yeah, because we were at the class reunion a couple of weeks ago, and that was like, we did talk, man, and that was like, shoot, that was a motivational and inspirational conversation for me. I was telling Jew, I was like, man, I got enough motivation to keep me going for the next 5 years off that conversation I had with Nick P.
He did.
That's why I told Miko, because I was like, man,
y'all elevate my mind frame though, man, for real.
Because it, you know, I do think that's like extremely important, man, especially when you come from like a small town and like just to see like you don't gotta like. You can just be like a regular person and just
say that again, man. You ain't gotta be what nobody wants you to be.
Yeah, you can just stay in your lane, just be you, and like if you just like, I think it's like just important to see somebody that's like, bro, that was just a regular dude. Like he wasn't, you know, nothing out of the ordinary, just a hard working dude, and to see like, okay,
young black man too.
Yeah, just to see what hard work. He got a cool life. Dang, I ain't he just went to school and just dang, okay, like you don't just gotta necessarily make it in the entertainment or sports like people think you know, just a man getting a job and putting his head down can get you somewhere too.
Sometimes I get at myself, I'll be like, you know what I'm saying, like I ain't too much or nothing. Like I'm just a black man trying to make it in life. I'm just making ends meet. You know what I'm saying? Like doing what I'm supposed to do. My pops told me one day, you know, I said, don't look for a reward for what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But somebody told me last week, they was like, man, you something to somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that just really opened my eyes. They was like, man, I didn't think that. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, I'm just a regular person trying to make it day by day. They was like, nah, man, you something to somebody. You know what I'm saying? We look at you like that down here. Like, you know what I'm saying? My support system it's crazy, man. It's bigger than what I think it is, man. I really do appreciate everybody that do give me the support.
Yeah, that's a good way to think, because heck, that's for sure how I think of myself. Like, bro, I'm just a black man trying to make it. I don't think like people might be actually like, you know, kind of keep like a little eye on, like, oh, okay, dang, okay, he doing that. Like, I don't think like that, but you know, that's a good quote. You something to somebody.
Yeah,
that's true.
For real.
And you know, it's crazy. You may not always know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And
you probably won't know.
You probably won't know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't get on the podcast and say, you know, what they think about somebody. Like, and you know what's crazy? And you know, back when I was little, bro, people used to be like, "Man, what you want to do? Like, what's the biggest thing you want to give back to the world?" Right? And I used to always say one thing. I used to always say inspiration.
Yeah.
Like inspiration was, is, and still like my biggest goal in life. I just want to inspire other people. Like if I can change, if I can alter or make you want to improve the quality of your life in whatever way, even without you telling me, I feel like I've done my job. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've done my job, and that might be something I imposed on myself, but like it makes me feel good. Like hearing niggas say that, it makes me feel good. So that's always been one of my goals. You know what I'm saying? And you doing the same thing. Like,
trying, man.
Yeah, there's another little fitted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real though. It's a little fitted somewhere that I'm gonna come across, and I just gotta show him the way the same way
like,
the child did, man. I just gotta pass it on.
Yeah,
and that's crazy how like that's so important in all your interactions because you just never know like the impact you can have on somebody, even if like just from like a light interaction, you just never know like what that can mean to somebody, or just somebody just kind of sort of being around you that's younger, just seeing
right, or just always treating somebody decent.
Yeah, that's why they're gonna go into that too, just because you just never know.
Nick P could have walked up, wanted to be like, man, get your whack, you little
kid.
Or
just said something,
like
that.
But we was like, bro, come freestyle with him.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Like little things like that, they go a long way.
You just never know.
You never know, bro. You never know.
Because I equate that to how they always talk about how like Kanye West used to just be around them, and he was just a little producer dude and just a little strange dude, and it's crazy how like when time passed, like now he the big dog and everybody,
he getting everybody else.
That's why I say you just never know like what people will end up being. So like you say, it's just important to like just treat everybody fairly with respect, and because you just never know.
Something I had to learn though, man, because especially like when I first got to the military, being from Orange. I was looking at everybody like I'm from a small town. That's my mind frame, you know what I'm saying. But as I grew on, I asked everybody, like I go around everybody, I treat them with respect. At first, like I had like a bad attitude, you know what I'm saying. Like I wasn't respecting people and stuff like that because like I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm just
like you didn't, like you didn't care about.
Yeah, like I didn't really care about them. You know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to go to work, come home. You know what I'm saying. But now that I'm older, I'm getting a little bit more mature. Like I'm trying to actually see. Like, what are you about? Like, what's something you like? How can I get to know you better? You know what I'm saying? Like that. So that's a good topic, though, for real.
And I guess that's pretty cool about being in the military, too, because, heck, somebody, like pretty much everybody you around from somewhere else.
Yeah, it really changed my outlook and thinking, though, for real. It really didn't help my mind frame, for real.
And you know what's crazy about the military? I mean, a lot of things, but more specifically in the military, everybody got a story of how they got there.
Yeah.
It's one of them kind of places. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, so like, it's easy to say, okay, so what you doing here? You know what I'm saying?
For real.
You know what I'm saying? So they're like, you probably get like just a variety and like a freaking myriad of like stories. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of have to, not kind of, but you do have to equip yourself with the difference and the discernment to be like, okay, this is this person. This is this person.
Yeah,
I can't judge him.
I can't go by him like I'm going about him. Like this person might be from Maine. This person might be from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. Yeah, so I gotta adapt to everything. Like, the adapting aspect of it was just brought my mind frame for real. So I know how to go about things. Like, I can't treat everything like how I am. You know
because everybody come from different walks of life.
Walks of life for sure. So I try to adapt how they is, how they were thinking. Like,
and that's always interesting to see, like how like just other people think. Like I say, just from different walks of life and stuff.
Cause I was really entitled to just my way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? But I see somebody else when they get to talking. Okay, like this is an interesting person. Let me see what they about. You know what I'm saying?
Because I think that was like one of the first things I had to learn from hanging around other dudes once I finally went to school. Because like, in Orange, it was like us. We was a very all for one type dude. Like if we was gonna go to Taco Bell and somebody say, "Hey man, I ain't got it," it ain't no. Oh, okay. Well, shoot, we about to go eat this. Shoot, what you want?
I'm gonna get this $2 meal. And you can get the chips. I'm gonna get the burrito.
Yeah,
5 layer burritos was $1, so somebody will cover you. And nothing else.
Yeah, or we just piece it up. Like
or be like, okay, so you got this. Well, shoot, all right. Well, we can get this thing.
We can get this thing. Yeah.
Compared to like when I went to school, and it was just like. Oh shoot! Oh, okay. Well, I'm about to go get something. I'm like, well, dang, you just going.
Yeah,
but you know what?
I ain't looking for it, but it's just the principle.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But you know what? And one thing that we had in Orange, and it's like we had that context. Like, I know I can like buy a burrito for Nick because I know Nick people. You know what I'm saying? And his people, me knowing his people, and his people knowing my people, it keep me honest. Like. I couldn't let Nick go home and he be hungry, but he tell his mama that we went to Taco Bell.
Yeah, that'll get back around. And your people come to you like.
And then she like, well, who you was with? She was like, well, I was with Ed and Drew, and they're like, and then she's like, dang, like we go to church with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was like, well, I can't let
That is true. Stuff to keep you accountable because it was gonna come back around and they're gonna be like, well, why you didn't?
Why you
come on? You know I done raised you better than that.
Yeah, exactly. So I think a lot of those type of things kept us honest in Orange for sure. For sure. But I don't know if y'all agree, but I definitely agree.
Most definitely, man. Growing up in Orange has really been a staple in my life, though.
And that type of honesty, I think that a lot of us took with us abroad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when I was in New York, like, you know, New York could be kind of a cutthroat place, but like if somebody like dropped their groceries, I would help them. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, well, man, here you go, man. Like, you good? It wasn't like I was trying to get nothing from them, even though like that's kind of what they were used to out there. But you know what I'm saying? I had to just say like this me, like.
But I would say them values that be instilled in you from growing up in a small town. Because I was telling somebody yesterday, I was like, the type of person I am. If I see somebody doing anything like manual labor related, I'm gonna help them. So if I like come and somebody like got some groceries or something like my homeboy, or if I see you hanging something up or you moving somebody, hey, you need some help. Like it's just in me to just naturally help, you know, not to just sit there and watch.
Yeah, 'cause I don't know why. That's like me. I don't like eating in front of people. Like if I can't,
that's another thing.
I can't. Like if y'all was here and I just had like some like Burger King or whatever it was, I wouldn't feel right eating it right here with y'all watching.
I see some people, depending on where they from, they don't care about that. With me, that's why I say, I'm like, hey, you ate yet? You trying to get something or what you trying to do?
I would have asked before I came, knowing I'm coming over here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But I think, like I say, that stuff might just be like the values that you get from growing up in a small town where, you know, people do look out for each other and it ain't just all for self.
Speaking of that, very good quote. I got some quotes from Nick P. I want him to explain. These some of his recent Facebook posts, and I just want to know.
Hit me with it, man. Hit me with it.
I just want to know the thought behind some of these posts. All right, this is the first one. It says, "Don't get the popular circle confused with the winner circle." Oh yeah. How did that come about, man?
I actually got that from Lil Kiki Instagram, man. You know what I'm saying? So Lil Kiki posts like inspirational shit every morning. You know what I'm saying? I go this page, see what he got. You know what I'm saying? So that quote just really stuck out to me though, because people get that confused.
Yeah,
a lot. Like just because this dude in the club buying bottles and you know what I'm saying, he got all this going on, don't mean he just on the winning side of life. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the side of life where I'm trying to like buy a house or get my credit score right. That's just really not my cup of tea for real. Yeah, I'll go to the club, but that's just not my style. You know what I'm saying? That's what you get the popular circle wrong with the winner circle. Like this dude that's at home grinding every day, you might not see him. But this dude over here, you just going to be with him because he got all this stuff going on because he's popular. But this dude at home, he really just grinding on the winning side trying to get to where he's trying to go. Right. You know, so that quote just really stuck out because there's a lot of that going on nowadays. People see whatever this dude on like, social media and stuff like that. Like, he must be really winning in life, but he go home at night and it's really not what it's really all. It's really just a facade for the world. Yeah, he really miserable in life though. But this same dude at home, he really brick by brick every day trying to do. That's what the winning circle is. To me, that quote really just stuck out to me though.
No, but like I liked it whenever you posted it because it's like so many times in life, and this might go back to us being like the high school thing, like you know what I'm saying. People was hooping, people playing football, people was getting offers and stuff like that, and in the moment, you know what I'm saying, that look like what it is, and it really is a good thing. But it's a good thing, you know what I'm saying, like. You worked, you got your offer from D1 school, go do that. Or, like, you just a popular dude, you know what I'm saying? But, like, that winner circle, nobody tells you that take dedication, take some time, it take discipline. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're not always going to be the favorite.
Sacrifice.
The sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? You're not always going to be in the best position. You're not always going to shine everywhere you go. You know what I mean? And when you said that, I was like, man, like, that's such a true and applicable thing to give to today's society because everybody want to look the part.
They care more about that than anything.
It's a difference from looking the part and being the part.
Come on, real.
It's a difference from looking the part and being the part.
This boy about to get his fourth clap.
Real.
This boy about to get his fourth clap in an hour,
man.
It's
a difference, man, for real.
It is a difference.
And it take more work looking the part than it do being the part.
Okay.
For real.
So does that thing got anything to do with this next post? The next post say, Real N-word credit don't work at the bank. How that one came about, man?
So that's from a Meek Mill freestyle that I heard
All right.
a long time ago. Stuff that's really be eye opening to me.
Yeah, you be thinking about that. You be thinking about that.
And stuff that just really dives into my mind. Mm-hmm. So all this stuff that you got going on at these people, it ain't gonna work in the real world. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares that you got this name in your town, or you know what I'm saying, what you got going on, or how many cars you got. None of that works in the real world when it's time to actually settle down and do things like start a family and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So that's where that quote come from. I see a lot of that. Like, people think that they got all this stuff. It ain't gonna work in the real world.
Whenever I saw that in air, you can join if you want to. When I thought of like how many people and guys and women that I know that live off like a name, or like they live off of action. Like, oh, I got my silver my sophomore year.
Man, don't get mad.
Like, bro, I got my silver my sophomore year. But it's like, you saying that 10 years later, it don't like.
It doesn't matter, bro.
It doesn't really matter.
When you go try to get a job at this corporate, they're not going to ask you if
you got on
a silver on your sophomore year.
Your sophomore year.
But it matters in orange, though.
You
know what I'm saying?
It do.
We got to get out of that.
Exactly.
We got to get out of that.
And not just with orange. You know what I'm saying? You go out here in these places, like, man, I'm such and such, and I'm a real N-word. It's like, bro.
None of that. Okay.
Yeah. It's like,
okay, like, what can you do for my company?
Yeah. Like what kind of, like, now there are some integral things that may be included in there, but like most of the time it's like, bro, come on, bro. Like, what real explicit things do you got? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I thought when I heard that. You know what I'm saying? Because
I don't know about nobody else, but I don't want to want. I want to be content. I don't want to want. I just want to be content with life. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I go about things. Like, I don't want to go to living on this 10 years ago, living on this high. You know, I got my silver. I'm this dude. I scored 30 points in back. That's not going to you know what I'm saying? No, and that's what we trapped in Orange. We got to get out of there. But I'm afraid to say that I don't think we might never will.
So you don't think there's no way out? My bad. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just about to ask him that he don't think there's no way out of that.
It'll take some time.
Yeah, I'm gonna say get out of it.
It'll take some time.
But I don't know, because I do think about that sometimes, where like, you know, like you hang around certain people and all they want to do is reminisce.
Yeah,
it's okay to reminisce.
No, it's cool. But then if you say, well, okay, what you doing now? And then that's when
the conversation just take
the light
switch turn off.
They just shut. I'm like, well, dang, we just reminisced for an hour, so you know, was that it?
Now? Yeah.
And but me though, I be feeling bad when people like if high school was a highlight of their life, because it's like, dang, bro, like
mind frame, trapped in the mind frame.
Because that sucks. Like when I just think about it, like in a grand, I'm like, bro, really? Because dang, life just kind of just kept getting better for me, and like way more experiences and stuff, and dang, that's it, really.
And you know what? When I think of that, I be like, man, there's so much of a fuller life.
Yeah, that's why I really feel bad. I'd be like, dang, like, you really missed out on some stuff.
But it bothered me when I see people like, well, you could have had better.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people. You know, I'd be like, you could have had better. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could have did this. Like, I saw that in you. But
I don't know, because like I say, that kind of go into, man, like, you know, everybody don't want that. You know, some people just want out of life what they getting out of life. And
that's true.
Everybody want different things.
And then
got another one because those was pretty entertaining.
Oh yeah, I had one more. My bad.
Hit me with it, man.
No.
I'm all for it.
But like, I love Nick because he don't pull no punches.
Nah, man, not at all. What you see is what you get with me, man.
I had another one in here, and I just wanted him to just explain some of these. Damn, I might have used them all. Yeah, I might have used them all, Nick. That was, I mean, like. But I mean, they were profound, and it showed that, like, I don't know. There's not many people younger than me that I see, and I read their stuff, and I be like, oh, that's a thinking man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's not to like cast any disparity on none of like the younger generation, because people said the same thing about me once before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't see a lot of examples of it, and that's why I like running into Nick P. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to
likewise. Likewise.
Yeah, I used to like running into Nick P at the bar. So I'm like, man, that's Nick P. You know what I'm saying? And first thing I say in my mind is like, boy, he doing good with himself. You know what I'm saying? And that's a great thing to be able to say about somebody.
And then like,
I appreciate it, man.
And like I said, like those posts right there, they just go into like what I was saying, where it's like a lot of layers, because you can read that on the surface level,
yeah,
and it mean one thing to you, and you might just say 100 or whatever for sure to that. But then when you like peel it back, and like I say, he gets to the root of it, and it's like way deeper than that. But it kind of got like multiple meanings, you know, like it's an entendre.
Oh, here's the other post that was said. He said, my fault. I was supposed to see the fake love first.
Oh man,
that boy there be spit.
Real. I'm supposed to know that. That's just me though. I can't speak for nobody else. I just feel like I'm supposed to see that before it even comes.
It's my job.
I feel like
to
I got that
recognize
virtue in life though.
Yeah,
that's
that
see the fake
discernment.
love before it comes.
That's that intuition.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I got that in life to where I can see like, oh, they finna do it. They finna do some flaw stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But let me see where they gonna go. Let me not, you know what I'm saying, contradict. See what this person gonna do first before I just put that jacket on that person.
Okay.
But I feel like I'm supposed to see it before they do it. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any type of sense.
And that kind of made me want to ask about this. It's something I be thinking about all the time. I bring it up to Ed. Is that willful ignorance? Is that just like saying, like you know it, but you tell yourself like, let's see. Is that willful ignorance or is that just patience? In a situation like that, Nick P.
So you know somebody might be a little
janky,
but you gonna let it play out.
Is it because you don't?
It's like I know them, but I don't want to put that on them yet.
It's because
it might be something totally different than what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
So I want to give them, you know what I'm saying, the benefit of the doubt. I don't want to just say, okay, this type of person, and then just say, then I'll be totally wrong.
Right.
Because I want to, you know what I'm saying, be able to see their way of thinking or their way of moving and stuff like that. But that's just how I feel.
Right.
Like I still, at the end of the day, I should have seen it. I should have seen it before it even came.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, and when the shoe does fall and the S word does hit the fan, you kind of you be thinking like, well, damn, they did do this. You know what I'm saying? It was like that was it anyway. I knew it.
You know hindsight always 20/20.
Yeah. Well, okay, that's why I'm asking. In the moment, is it willful ignorance? Is it? I don't have any concrete evidence to call them a flawed person.
That's willful ignorance, though, right? If you weary of somebody and you're like, I don't know, but let me
if
let
they
it play
present
out.
themselves like that to even give you that thought process, then is that willful?
I think at that point, yeah.
Yeah. I'm posing the question
because it's like you saying, I think this, but I'm gonna let this play out. Yeah, but something don't seem.
Something's off. Something in the water ain't wet.
Yeah,
but
something in the water ain't wet. I'm gonna use that. Something in the water ain't wet.
But Nick just said he don't want to put that jacket on him yet. So what's that? When you don't want to put the jacket on,
I guess you don't want to jump to conclusions.
I just don't want to judge a book by its because I want to let you play yourself out before I.
Because you know sometimes you might start off on the rocky foot, like kind of rocky with somebody. Yeah, like, y'all end up being locked in forever. You know,
like who am I to say? Well, we gonna be 3-4 years, down the line, but I just ended it because of what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just let you play it out yourself.
I might say because it's all gonna play itself out at some point.
Yeah, so eventually.
Yeah,
and sometimes it might not always be with you. Like you peep something that they did to somebody else, and you be like, "Dang, there you go."
Yeah, you know, just off the strength, I can't mess with it.
Like, if they do it to them, then I know for a fact. They'll do it to them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I just because that willful ignorance, I just been like. Not fight myself with that. I just been thinking about that lately because there's a lot of things that we turn a blind eye to,
especially if you're dealing with like romantically, like if you just kind of dealing with women and stuff.
Oh man,
Lord have mercy.
Here we go.
Let's get into it.
Sometimes boys they might.
But she bad though.
Yeah, so you be like,
I didn't come into here with these intentions. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I didn't expect that from you.
Yeah, exactly.
But you be seeing, but you just turn a blind eye to it and
try to
play yourself out, man.
Nah, man. Nah.
How old are you, Nick P?
23, man. I'll be 20. I'll be 24 August 2nd.
I kind of miss it.
23.
24 August 2nd, man. man.
What is dating like for a 23-year-old?
Yeah.
The generation that I am, I feel like I'm out of my time. I feel like I'm ahead of my time. So, but because I only want to really honestly, I only want to do it one time. You know what I'm saying? So, if I go into the intention to try to make it work with you, you know what I'm saying, and it don't go about the way that I think it would, then it's like I should have. Why? I'll be asking myself like why? Because I could have kept doing my own thing,
right?
You know what I'm saying? But dating, I feel like dating for 23-year-olds, like I feel like, man, it's nowadays in my generation is hard to find somebody like to really just have that real connection with though, because it's like our generation is just so caught up in so many other things and actually just.
I'm gonna say I don't think 23 people be mostly looking for relationships at 23, huh? No,
but I feel like if you are in a relationship,
because your life ain't together at 23. Most 23-year-olds, because either you still in undergrad or you might be fresh out if you took the college route, and you know then you gotta go through that awkward period where you probably gotta go to grad school to get a job, or if you just got a job, it's an entry level job,
or you probably working a bum job till you figure out the next move.
I feel like at 23, most women figuring it out still, huh?
Yeah, men and women move.
23, yeah.
But I feel like if she figuring it out with you, figuring it out with her, if you got a bond and connection, then who's to say that it ain't gonna work down the line?
He's still at that point. You see, dating for potential a little bit. Still at 23.
You know what I'm saying? I'm young, man.
Man.
I'm young.
I'm not gonna disagree.
No, I'm saying at 23, you do date for potential because, like I say, most people don't have it together. And heck, you probably don't have it all together yourself. So
I sure didn't.
At that point, you just looking for certain qualities that.
Yeah, but who's to say? There's people at 43 that don't got it all together. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna let you in on the secret. I don't think people ever completely figure it out. They just have kids and then got to act super mature around their kids. But I think you never stop learning. I think you just get better and get a better hang of it as time goes on.
But if you can recognize qualities in another person that tell you, all right, I can figure it out.
Yeah, I can figure it out.
Yeah, I can figure it out where, and I figured out meaning being together. That's some whole other stuff. I'm talking about figuring out like life. Like, okay, like I can figure it out with her. Like, yeah, I think that's what you kind of like.
In my mind, this is my mind, Nick P. Everybody that's 24 and under, y'all don't do nothing but like listen to Young Boy.
And
like,
that's where I come in.
I'm
on the opposite side of
and
the
they buy
spectrum.
$100 bottles of alcohol and they just like seafood. That's what I think of all y'all that's under.
Don't get me wrong. I like going to the club and listening to
but that's what dating in my mind is for y'all. Like, do y'all be going on dates at 23?
Not me. Honestly, I've never been on a real date in my life.
See what I mean? They don't be dating at 23.
Never been on a real date in my life.
I'm told you, dude. They don't.
I don't mean like going to like Fudges or something like that. That's not a date. If we went ate at Fudge, like everybody be hungry. Like you know
getting food.
Yeah, but I'm talking about as far as like getting dressed up, going to a steakhouse. You know what I'm saying? Playing during the week. You know what I'm saying? I've actually never been on one of those. Like, but I do plan. I want to. Like, I really do want to. But you really got to be the one for Nick P to just court you like that, because I only want to do it 23, one time.
You can just tell somebody to pull up.
I only want to, for real. Like I got a bottle of Netflix at the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm at that age. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm saying,
it
don't take much.
Man, it'd be harder when I'm talking to these older women, man.
Yeah.
So you ain't never like Netflix, since we here.
Yeah, we here now.
You would never like the girl to want to be like, let's go on a date, like and do something.
She don't deserve that.
So it's no holds barred. I'm gonna just get into it. You know what I'm
saying?
I did. But for one time, I did have a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is the plan. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go to a steakhouse. I'm gonna go get me a nice suit. You know what I'm saying? We gonna color coordinate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he stepped.
Man, this is some big. I didn't think I ever get to this point, but it didn't work out how it was supposed to, and it's all right though. But maybe it was because of me, because I was like, maybe I'm moving too fast. I feel like it got to be a certain type of.
Okay,
because they're young, so that means more to them.
Yeah, it mean more to me, because like I said, I only want to do it one time. I felt like I wasn't on that level. I feel like I was moving.
Okay, so Nick P, you have an idea of how a date is supposed to go.
Yeah.
See, because that's what it sounded like.
It's a thought process.
Look, he's saying
thought process.
He's saying steakhouse.
Yeah, I'm grown.
Playing
Like when you
week.
say 23 and the
Get a
young
suit.
boys in the bottles, that's not me. That like most 75-80% of that's what they think a date is. Let's go to get a section. And, he took me to a section. That's not me. I want some grown stuff. Like I'm gonna put on some Aldos. You know.
Okay. Boy, so you want to have some hard bottoms on.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's gonna be some buttons on that shirt.
Yeah, it is. Cufflinks on them arms.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
I really want to be. I'm on some grown. Like, I feel like there's no age. If I'm grown, like I'm 23, like I'm on some grown stuff. I feel like you can't put no age limit on that.
Now I do. Now, okay, I want clarification, and then after the clarification, I might want to provide some pushback. Pause.
All right, cool.
When you say you want to do it one time,
Go ahead. That was a wild one.
pause.
Yeah, I didn't catch it till you said Paul. Yeah, that was pretty wild. Go ahead.
When you say you want to do it one time, you mean like the whole courting process, like
like the whole fact. Because I've never acted. Like I say, I've never did it before.
I see
Give
Nick.
him reality, man.
I've been with
Give him
more
reality.
women. I've been with more women that are like accept me for the bare minimum that I do than I.
Well, that's because you're young. That's why the bar is on the ground.
Yeah, I'm young. You know what I'm saying. But there's also women that accept like, okay, you need to do this and do that. Take me out. I'm like, no. Like,
But Nick P, like, I think that's a little naive of you.
I agree.
To say that you're only gonna do that once.
I'm only gonna do it, but she got to be that person that I do it with.
I ain't gonna lie, Nick P. When you get older, bro, that just become the bare minimum. You're gonna have to go on dates with women. They ain't gonna just pull up. It's literally a thing where women say, "No, I'm not coming to chill at your house on the first date."
Yeah,
I agree, but I feel like I'm in that age now. Where
it's still like that now, but
like
we gotta be like locked in. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I was about to say a couple of minutes ago. When I was 23, I was kind of doing the same thing.
Yeah, that's why I say I get it.
Yeah, like,
that's when you can just say pull up. You just gotta text them for a while for them to get comfortable. Then you just gotta tell them to pull up.
Low-key get a bottle.
Yeah. So you don't think at 23 I should be doing that? Since this is like
just tell them to pull up.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like you're entitled to do that because you got your age. But
so as I get older, I should start trying to.
It'll naturally progress. You don't have to worry about that.
See, you start getting these seeds of like I kind of know better.
Yeah, like
and to be honest, that make you turn that leap. Well, it turned itself really. I don't think
I'm about to say it's happened naturally. Then these girls gonna start dating older gentlemen that be taking them out and stuff. And they gonna get exposed to all that stuff, and then the bar ain't gonna be on. It's gonna be low, but it ain't gonna be on the ground no more. You gonna have to take them out to eat. I'm gonna have to go sit at a bar, talk, get to know each other.
Because I feel like it's somebody else just doing the bare minimum for you, and you accepting it. So why should?
Yeah, you know that's 23.
Yeah.
So
why should I?
You said why should I do?
But why should I do above?
You shouldn't. You're 23, man. I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
but I do feel like soon though, like I'm 20, like I'm finna be 24, 25, 26. I should start transitioning.
Switching. Don't be like that.
Yeah, I should start.
That's when they start figuring out about.
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna ever do it. People try to twist my words all the time. You know what I'm saying? I say a lot of things. People try. It's not. I never said I don't want to take a woman. I just said I had a woman. You know what I'm saying? We had
just had
plans.
it.
It just didn't work out how it was planned. That's fine. But as far as like I'll get older, yes, I do plan on transitioning to that aspect of life. Well, okay, yeah, we're gonna have us a nice little date night.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, it's just gonna be like the bare. I'm talking about this, just getting to know women. You ain't even got to be in a relationship. Like, that's just gonna be the bare minimum where you gotta take women out. Yeah, because when you get older, bro, dating is not a spectator sport. It costs money because you're gonna take all these women on dates.
I've never actually been on a date like that. If girl said that, she's lying. I promise. I've never actually.
But hey, I'm gonna give you some stuff right now.
My life.
If you just want to seem like when you first start dating and you just want to do something that's just different, but you ain't really spending no money, look into the museums, man. Because that's gonna make you seem different.
Because he said he went to a pottery thing. Y'all giving me dope ideas.
But I'm saying, but the museums normally city museums they be free too, bro. But she gonna be like, oh, I never been to the museum.
How many girls my age want to go to a museum?
But see, you ain't there. I'm talking about later on, man. Right now, you just text them and then ask them to come over and have a bottle of alcohol.
Some of them exist.
Maybe
some of them exist.
Yeah, I mean, I say it ain't all just in general.
Like I got good ideas in my mind. I just feel like the age limit that I'm at.
That's good.
It just don't require all that yet, man. For the most part, not always.
I'm not gonna say women don't require all that. I just feel like more women don't require than they do.
Yeah.
23, man.
Well, see, what I'm saying is because like what I experienced and what I had noticed is that like I started knowing better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I went beating like
At 23?
Yes,
I forgot
did.
you a man ahead of your time.
Well, I mean, come on, man. You was too.
23?
Bro,
So did you go on a date like that at 23?
Yes, I did.
Did you go on a date like
I
that
ain't
at
put
23?
look. I ain't put no suit on, but
No, I'm not saying like so we could get dressed nice.
but I
Like,
have,
oh yeah, we
You know
about
what
we
I'm saying?
gonna
It
do
was
this
planned
and it's a
during the- it was
date.
planned,
Yeah, I have.
premeditated.
Yeah, I have. But like, go ahead.
That was far and few in between. But yeah, I go on dates every now and again.
Okay, I should say this. I started knowing better, and this gonna sound so bad, and I might get some messages after this.
We here.
but like,
I got your back, Drew.
there are certain girls that you start seeing, you be like, I'm gonna do that one right.
Or you just start really liking them and you want to do that kind of stuff.
But you start knowing better. You know you ain't gonna just you ain't gonna tell her just to pull up.
For a fact she ain't going for that.
Yeah, you start knowing better.
Facts.
Because you start knowing better, and that's make you do better.
Like I know
So
she carried
better.
herself like this, so I know.
Yeah.
I know better.
so,
I'm not even gonna
yeah.
disrespect her.
Yeah,
Let me ask her if she want to go eat
I'm not
somewhere
even gonna
first.
disrespect her like that.
Exactly. And like I said, that might be. I will get y'all caught up with literally.
Nah, I'm good. I'm free. I'm free.
But like it be like that. It be like
It do.
You like you see one or two. When I was 23, I had about one or two. I was like for sure. Like I ain't gonna half step.
Yeah.
With that one. So I'm just saying like you start to do that like. You know,
like I said, it happened naturally.
Naturally.
You start getting really into them, and then you be like, oh no, I want to.
Yeah.
Can we go out to eat? Can we go do something?
Like, okay, we can actually make this happen.
Yeah, can we go ice skate? Can we go do something together?
You know what it is? You start thinking like, okay, is she creative? Take her to the pottery place.
Yeah. I'm about to say, you know her interests.
Let's go sip and paint or something.
Yeah, I'm about to say they'll tell you stuff that they want to do.
Show you, like you know for a fact, like there's certain women you can't, like you know for a fact, you can get with her without doing anything.
Yeah, and that's disclaimer. If hey man, there's somebody out there for everybody.
So, for sure.
Somebody's knee long and somebody's, you know what I'm saying, hair out of bed or whatever. But like, I'm just saying that because that is a natural progression.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 23. That's young, man.
So I'm not gonna say I give myself a pass just because I'm 23. We're not gonna do that.
I'm not even saying that you're wrong. I think that a 23-year-old should have that response.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's why I'm saying I'm not saying that as a 28-year-old man. I think that I got that same ideology, but putting myself in 23, like bro, that's the climate. Like
people,
like I say, people getting themselves together, so the bar ain't as high where they expecting this and that and that,
And I would say that was the great thing at 23 because you could be honest. You could say, I see back then. You could even at 23, you could say like, man, I'm still trying to get this stuff together. This what I got. Yeah,
for sure. If I get 28 and I ain't got nowhere for
I
ain't got nowhere for you to park.
That what it's sad. You know what I'm saying? That what it's sad.
For real, like you behind the curve, man. For real. So
sad.
I can't. 20. But I understand that I'm not trying to do a woman like that at 28.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to actually be with a woman while I'm 28, 29. I feel like that's the type of age I'm trying to overcome.
Right.
I'm not trying to be rocking my own chair, man.
See, but the original challenge was me saying, I don't think you're gonna do it one time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's
cool. I don't know how my life is going to play. That's just my idea of things. I only want to do it one time.
Yeah.
You're gonna go on a lot of dates, my boy.
Yeah, you is.
With different people.
Haven't you been in the military and stuff? You going overseas?
Oh yeah, so that's just a different culture in itself.
But to be honest, he a step ahead. You come back and say, I just came back from Dubai. Like
I'm not the type to force that on nobody though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just a regular old dude from Orange. You know,
I
ain't trying to force my lifestyle on nobody. I'm
just a kid from Orange.
I'm just going out there to work. You know what I'm saying?
But when you say, my bad, go ahead.
Nah, go ahead.
Well, no, I was asking when you say bare minimum, what do you mean about the girls accepting bare minimum? What is that? Because I got an idea in my head, but I don't know. I might be wrong.
Well, when I say that, I'm like I said, like it's women out there that accept a man for just doing like taking you out, or I feel like women should be stiff with themselves. You the prize.
Okay.
Women are the prize.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, women are the prize. So you should be making this dude, or this, you know what I'm saying, this N-word, you know what I'm saying? You should making him win you over, not letting this dude just take you to get a over for a bottle. He got a hookah at the house. You know what I'm saying? And y'all do whoop-de-woo under the sun. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like women should be trying to win us over because they rule the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the honest to God truth. Yeah, people, that's just how I think, though. But it's that's the reason why I've never been on a real date because I've been with I don't want to.
Yeah, we get what you're saying.
You know
Go
what I'm
ahead.
saying? Like
Yeah,
I ain't
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to just kind of put myself like I'm just like this person where I've been with all these women, but all these women that I have been with, like if I ain't been on no date yet, then what's not working?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like what's not working? You know what I'm saying? Like this, she might say, "Oh, he got a house, he got a car, bare minimum."
I mean, but at 23 though, that those are big things though.
But I expect myself to have that. You know, I set high standards for myself. I accept myself to be that way in life.
Right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Like that's just how I feel. Like that's what I think about like bare minimum is. But I have met some women in life that okay, I know for a fact this isn't going to work. You know what I'm saying? Like okay, let me take this girl out. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's
But
levels.
it just never got to. I just backed out of it. Like that ain't me. I'm just so entitled to my own way of thinking. Like okay, it's 100 other for every 10 women. That's accepting bare minimum. It's just one that won't. So I just try my luck with the other 10.
That man said the
You
4
know
for
what I'm
4 and
saying?
having the bottle at home.
Man,
Dang.
You know,
They can't even order off the menu?
man.
Just a 4 for 4? God dang.
What?
I'm not trying to bad. I just.
I'm gonna say, hey, that's y'all
I ain't
climate at
bashing women,
23.
though, but I
Nah,
see
yeah.
more women like that nowadays. It's very seldom that I see women just make the guy win them over, though. You know what I'm saying? Like they the prize because women are actually the prize. You know what I'm saying? That's
You
just
think-
how I feel.
You think it's women or men that set that standard?
Because if that's all they used to, then they just think that's the normal. They may just think I might get a 4 for 4, and he might have a bottle at the crib.
Well, they've been doing it for so long that like what's going to change them? You know what I'm saying? Like that like
So
they're
we
just
gotta
always going to
change.
be entitled, and they already know that this guy before he even does above and beyond, he's going to try the bare minimum first.
Yeah, that's
You know
a
what I'm
vicious
saying?
cycle.
I'm not, but not all men, but more men. They're going to try to get you. You know what I'm saying? The bare minimum first before they try to go above and beyond.
Right.
And he's thinking like, if it's not work, if it's already working, then why should I change it for you?
Right.
But like I say, though, I think that just whatever the quote unquote bare minimum is, this is at 23 for everybody. But as
but
you
no,
get older,
I'm speaking for me.
that bare minimum keep
28
going higher and higher.
I don't
So-
feel like there is no bare minimum at 28. Like you have to come with something. Like there is no bare minimum.
But I
at
think,
28.
like I say, I think it's a bare minimum. I think the bare minimum changed because at 28, you expected to have a job, transportation, and a spot. Like that is like, and not just whatever job. Like they want you to be able to provide or be, stable.
or be on track to.
So that's why I think the bare minimum just gradually increased. But at 23, like you saying though, a 4 for 4
Okay.
and having the bottle at the
Okay,
crib.
so here's my other.
Come on, Joe, hit me with it.
I think that those bare minimums increase because intentions increase. Your intention at 23 might be different than from your intention at 28. You know what I'm saying? Like 23 is like the intention at 23 is like, let's see how this goes.
I'm about to say in life experience. So if you done did that a few times at 23, now he's like, oh, I
That's
want a
what
little
I'm
bit
saying.
more than that.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Like I say, it
That's
just
what I'm saying. And that attention make you be like, at 28, that attention make you say, hey, like, I ain't really trying to BS you. You know what I'm saying?
For real, I ain't even trying to go about that way. Like we too old for that.
At 28, you show up to the day and say, hey, this is why I'm here. Like, you will say that at 28.
I'm about to say at 28, they ain't looking to get married, man.
Yeah.
It ain't no.
But the time frame. So before you at 28, what's going on before you 28? What did you start?
Yo,
Exactly.
where you at now?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
That's why I said natural progression.
Mm-hmm.
Natural progression. That's where it started. I just remember for me, like, I started knowing better. I know I didn't want to string a girl along just to have sex with her. Like, I was like, because I had did that so much. And some of it was okay. It ended amicably. Other times it ended bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And I just got tired of
agree.
doing that. And like, you start realizing, like, boy, I got to accept responsibility for what I'm doing. Like,
Yeah.
I told, you know what I'm saying? I said this to this girl. Like,
Or you start wanting more. Like, dang, is that all this is
Yeah.
ever gonna be?
Exactly.
Is that?
And then you know, like that little reverse happened where like you might meet a girl like, dang, I caught her one more from this. Y'all do y'all thing, and she just move on. You're like,
Yeah,
no.
for real.
And you be like, dang. Like,
I be
all
like,
I
what
was.
happened? Like, what we had going on? Just a waste. You
yeah,
know
just
what
the
I'm
way.
saying?
Like,
Oh, it's just nothing but a fun time, huh?
one time, man. But
Good while it lasts. Then just boom, then progress with my life. You know what I'm saying?